Hey there, history enthusiasts. Today, I'm diving into the incredible story of Haggai, a prophet who emerged at a crucial moment to deliver a wake-up call straight from God. His words weren't just warnings. They were a rallying cry that changed the course of Israel's history. This is a tale of complacency, faith, and restoration. And trust me, it's packed with urgency, divine revelations, and a powerful message that still resonates today. So, let's jump right into it. Picture this: Jerusalem, once a glorious city, now in ruins. The Babylonian exile had ended, and the Israelites had finally returned home. You'd think their first priority would be rebuilding the temple of the Lord, right? But instead, they were focused on something else: their own homes, their farms, their businesses. And honestly, can we blame them? After decades of exile, they just want a fresh start. They built houses, planted crops, and tried to reestablish their lives. But the temple? It remained a pile of rubble, an abandoned reminder of what once was. The years passed, 16 years to be exact, and despite all their efforts, nothing seemed to go right. Their crops failed, their money seemed to disappear, their work felt empty. Then Haggai steps onto the scene. Haggai wasn't a warrior, a king, or a priest. He was a messenger of God, chosen to deliver a simple but powerful message. One day, he stands before the people and speaks words that cut straight to their hearts. Is it time for you to live in luxurious houses while my house lies in ruins? Boom! The people freeze. Deep down, they know he's right. They have been working so hard, chasing prosperity, but never truly finding fulfillment. And now, Haggai reveals why. You plant much, but harvest little. You eat, but are never full. You drink, but remain thirsty. You earn wages only to put them in a bag with holes. In other words, you're striving, but you're not thriving. And why? Because they have forgotten the most important thing: God's presence. Now, this is where Haggai's story gets interesting. Most prophets face resistance. People ignored them, mocked them, even threatened them. But this time, something incredible happens. The people actually listen. Governor Zerubbabel and High Priest Josue take the message to heart. They rally the people, and work on the temple begins again. Can you imagine the energy in the air? The sound of hammers, chisels, and voices calling out as the temple walls start rising. After years of neglect, they were finally doing what they were meant to do. But then, discouragement creeps in. Some of the older Israelites, the ones who had seen Solomon's temple, look at this new structure and shake their heads. This is nothing compared to what we had before. Is this really worth it? Can we ever restore the glory of the past? Doubt starts spreading like wildfire. And just when the people begin to waver, Haggai steps in again, delivering a prophecy that would shake them to their core. The glory of this latter house would be greater than the former. At first, it probably sounded ridiculous. Greater than Solomon's temple? That temple was legendary, covered in gold, filled with treasures, a marvel of ancient architecture. How could this new, humble version possibly surpass it? But Haggai wasn't just talking about a building. He was talking about something far greater. Fast forward a few centuries. The temple that Haggai helped rebuild, it would one day stand in the very place where Jesus himself would walk. Yes, the Messiah, the Son of God, would enter that temple, teach within its walls, and fulfill the very promise that Haggai had spoken. The true glory of the temple wasn't in its size, wealth, or grandeur. It was in God's presence among his people. And that's the message Haggai left for generations to come. Haggai's words weren't just for ancient Israel. They're a wake-up call for every generation, including ours. How often do we get caught up in building our own lives, chasing success, comfort, and security, while neglecting the presence of God? We work but feel empty. We chase happiness, but something always seems missing. We strive but never truly thrive. Haggai reminds us a simple truth. When we put God first, he takes care of the rest. And that's why his story still matters today. Haggai may not be the most well-known prophet, but his impact was monumental. He wasn't just calling for a building project. He was calling for a spiritual awakening. His message was one of urgency, but also of hope, because when the people obeyed, God responded with blessings, restoration, and a promise of something greater to come. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of the prophet Aju, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe *** for more epic historical tales. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present. See you soon.